Look at this. Some hippie thing's gonna get canceled unless they find a new place for the concert.
Wow, Janis Joplin.
Grateful Dead, The Who.
Well, the locals killed it.
Bummer, man.
Can you connect me with something called Woodstock Ventures?
There are probably 500,000 valid Woodstock stories, lives that were absolutely transformed by the 3 days of peace, love, drugs, and rock and roll experienced by the masses that made their way to that Catskills dairy farm for the festival in the summer of '69. Director Ang Lee has chosen to tell just one of them. The unlikely star here is Elliot, played by the very fine comic Demetri Martin. Elliot is a classic 60s head case. He's gay, but he can't quite accept it. He would experiment with drugs, but they frighten him, as does really love, life, and pretty much the world as we know it. He's come back home for the summer to try to help his parents save their crumbling Catskills motel. And really, as much by accident as anything else, he manages to snag the Woodstock Festival when a nearby town turns him down.
Then you'll be needing the land beside the barns as well, I'm guessing, for access to the roads?
Parking.
Probably best across 17B. I own the piece down the road, but there are a couple of lots. You'll probably want to avoid dealing with the Browns. And you'll clean up after yourselves, I'm hoping.
Of course.
After this, the motel turns into Woodstock Central with all the organizers and everything it takes to mount a festival like that descending on this tiny motel, and nothing will ever be the same again.
We're gonna need a place for people to crash. Why don't we just buy the Almanaco out for the season? We like to pay cash in advance.
There are some really fine performances in this film, including Imelda Staunton, who plays Elliot's raging mother, and also Liev Schreiber, who sachets in a 6'3" muscled Marine in drag.
I married young, the night before I shipped out for Korea.
You were in Korea?
Semper Fi, you little prick. Sergeant, U.S. Marine Corps.
The film itself, though, is a mixed bag. There are times when it's sweeping and intimate and poignant and painful and funny and emotional, but it's also at times flat and emotionless and meanders all over the place. It's a complication of a film, and it's frustrating. It stumbles almost as often as it soars, and that, frankly, is a real bummer. This is Betsy Sharkey with the Los Angeles Times.